Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. Rasheen Ali on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Nice hot. Hot. 80. Yo.
Lamar off the play fake. Headed out right. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
A little bit of chaos, right? When play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing again is Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's tackled for no gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson now on 3rd. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lamar throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. And again, it's Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offensive line fast.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They've got a man in motion. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And it's complete. Play made by Bateman. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, here's Lamar. Has it at the 7. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Jackson's going to throw again. Back to Flowers they go. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha, shot!
Jackson yet again. So they get the screen. It's Flowers. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
13.
Lamar now from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Calvin Austin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
20. 158. Gas 300. Gas 300.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
26. 158.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. Through the middle. DK Metcalf. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ali to return it. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Flushed out now to his left. He's running with it. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. Those are the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Go. Right shot.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, you set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Yo.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson throwing here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It leads to second and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Report, you.
Now it's Lamar. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hey. Go. You at X.
Throwing again is Lamar. Connects with Bateman. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Jackson now on third. It's his running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Sit up. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
And again, it's Jackson. Forced that to his right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And that is Cox, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. And they took their shots, went unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. On the move, headed right. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Again, Rodgers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
Throwing again, Rodgers. This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 1, now Rodgers. Ravens get him, down he goes. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. 4th down now, Rodgers. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field. We know him before the game, but when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He rolls to his right. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready, shot. Ready, shot. Hey, report.
Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
No, we Alpha, sit on. Yeah.
They're going to try to throw for it. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Loop knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Finds some space. He's past the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's cut in stride by Freiermuth. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on the slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Warren. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers, 1st down. Gain of 14. 1st down.
Pittsburgh. Inside.
To throw is Rodgers. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Now here's Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Gets this one to Freiermuth. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
50. Hey, you block over here.
1st and goal.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
No. Go to 50. Hey, you block blue 58.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now lead by 10. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get your money up. Wanna quit?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Finds him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
2nd and 19 at the 11-yard line.
Working quickly here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Yo. Report.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Middle.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That's DK on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Hey, you block over here. No. Screen again.
Rodgers from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
319.
Rodgers out of the gun on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over till it's over.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And we'll see what they do here on second down. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Let's go quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
180.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. with a juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
At the 47-yard line.
Alpha. Delta.
Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Hey, let's go.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers going to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Blue 58! 50! Inside!
Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal
Green 18.
at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw on second and 10. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Steelers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And the Steelers first down.
Hey, take 26. 258. Yeah, live.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll put this underneath for Gainwell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Rodgers to throw once more. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
18. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. Got his man, it's Gainwell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
16 more yards. That's another.
Hey,
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 88. Screen 18.
Rodgers again now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Second and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Cat 300. Screen 18. Screen 18.
Here's Rodgers. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They toss it to Warren. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
Easy. Screen 18.
And that's called at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Good. Hey, easy, 63.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for an Eagles.
63.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it instead.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen yards. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. To return, here's Raheem Mostert.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Reload the set. 13 next.
Right to the air with Smith. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 35 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a...
Okay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Hey, go flip her up. Flip her up. Look.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Again, it's Smith to the air. Flush down now to his left. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway. This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. His first throw is an interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Down now, ball at the 33.
Middle. Hey, we go. Bring it out of your set.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He's got it at the 6. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Jency. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Smith on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line.
14 yards. And the Steelers first down.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 1st down here. Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Again, Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connecting on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
4th down now, Rodgers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
319.
Now throw again, Rodgers. Wilson on a slant. And he's going to take this to the 23 to stop me to set up 3rd and very short.
Boy, they sure found the right spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down throw here by Rodgers. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jamal Adams with the INT. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Has it downfield, working the last. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Raider first down.
First down, Smith to throw. Fits it through the middle. And no gain after the catch, but the gain still out across midfield. There to the 45. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Vegas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Next. 53.
Smith's going to throw again. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And again, it's Smith. Rolling left, buying some time. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
To the air on first down. Rogers finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
Gain of 14 yards. That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43.
Rogers going to throw on first. This is Metcalf working that right side. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down. Goes to the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
First down. Here's Rogers. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jamal Adams with the INT. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. There he goes, right sideline. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. First and 10 in enemy territory. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
13 next.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Line.
Smith yet again. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's second and long.
No, ball.
Again, it's Smith to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mostert on the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey. Slow ball.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Smith will try again on 2nd. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, Smith. This one finds Thornton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Raiders.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
There we go. Alert. Yes, 53.
Working now from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 15. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
This is Gentile on second. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire offensively.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
319. Scoop again.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jump out.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Rose caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook was wide open.
Hey, take 26. 258.
Warren here from the gun. And he's not going to get in, but the drive will continue as he does get enough for 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers down by 7. They can decide to play for the tire win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Warren is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late. late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Steelers will line up.
They're going to try to run for it. Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
15. Raiders 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Mostert on the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. On target to Fulton. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, trio left.
Here he is to throw. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10
Back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Jency goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So it's a